TOK was formed because the original founders, Tim Thornton and Peter Oliver, realized that there was no quality third-party brokerage in Boise. Existing brokerages were doing both brokerage and development. They were competing against their clients. And so Peter and Tim really felt that there was an opportunity, and Boise had all the great makings of a great community. Early on, we realized that we needed to do two things. One was really have excellent research, right? And understand the market better than anybody, because nobody was really doing that. And the other was being able to leverage technology to do really good work. So, I always talk about we hire the very best people, give them the best tools and research and technology, and just get out of their way and let them do the job. That's been a really important piece of it. But really, fundamentally, our biggest issue has been hiring the right people.
In 1991, I was a junior in college at University of Puget Sound.
I was not alive yet.
That was when I first kissed a girl.
I was a kid, so I have no idea what I was doing in 1991.
I was talking with Tim about Boise and possibly coming up here to look around.
2 or 3 years old.
Great. So of his third grade, it was Mrs. Fowler at Green Elementary in Roseburg, Oregon.
First real estate broker living in the Bay Area to attest to how long I've been doing this.
I think I was traveling around Nepal and India.
I was living in Seattle, Washington in 1991, working for Solomon Ski Company.
I was getting ready for kindergarten, 1991.
I was in college.
I was 2. I was probably bugging my parents.
I was in college at UC Berkeley.
So I wasn't quite born yet.
4 years old. So I imagine I was in some sort of daycare.
In 1991, I was coordinating USAID grants in Botswana, Malawi, Kenya, Paraguay, Costa Rica, Panama.
The biggest thing that stands out is how truly generous TOK is with bonuses, with the 30-year gift, and just the general investment in people when we're doing well.
Yeah, that meant a lot actually, and I'm kind of excited to share what we're gonna do with it. My husband's parents are teachers and they're retiring this year, and they've always wanted to go to Hawaii, and we as their children are going to surprise them with that.
That I can dream big and do something amazing that I probably wouldn't have done for a few years.
I was completely shocked. I was not expecting it at all.
That TOK cares about your work-life family balance.
It was incredible. I think it is a true testament of what the company thinks about the people that work here and just how they value the employees and the independent contractors. And I mean, it's really, it was pretty special.
When we started even just floating the idea of doing the 30-year anniversary gift, I thought that was, just, you don't hear about companies doing that.
We did 300 more transactions than in 2020 at the height of the global pandemic. That would easily be my biggest surprise.
Biggest surprise that my team or myself experienced was the jump in transactions. Going from what was already a record-breaking year in 2020 with 662, and I think that even surprised everyone having that be a record year.
Just the speed of growth. My department grew 50% in 2021.
Definitely the biggest surprise. I don't think any of us, or maybe we felt it coming a little bit, but the massive land grab that occurred.
I had no surprises. Yeah, I retooled my thinking to the new normal is today. Not planning too far ahead, not thinking too far ahead.
My biggest surprise in 2021 was moving to Twin Falls.
I'm surprised at how quickly everything came back this past year.
Resiliency of the market and just the velocity at which things continue to move here in Boise?
Biggest surprise would be the career change, getting back into the brokerage side.
My biggest surprise in 2021 was just the growth in number of people, in number of transactions, and in business volume in general.
The biggest surprise in 2021 was just the insatiable investor demand, tenant demand in the Treasure Valley, for sure.
One thing that has changed a lot in the past year is the use of office space. And we're a business that has an office, but it's also our product. We're in commercial real estate, and so it's really important for us to be a strategic leader in that space and to find ways to evolve with the times, and to be able to do that by adding flex offices, by making sure that people are set up to work in a more flexible and a more mobile environment. So we've been positioned, I think, really well to embrace those kinds of changes.
We have the technology now and sort of added technology, and sort of it's been adopted sort of widely. And so what I find is, even though like maybe we're not always here, but we're working in different situations with different technologies, and that's how I think work has changed the most.
We're providing client IT services. This actually came about from our tech team. It was focused more externally and being able to provide some value to businesses that we represent and tenants that we've leased space to.
Rewrite our best practices so that we can get things done as quickly and as accurately as possible, but we had to take that up into a whole new level. I think just given how many deals we were working, if we could find an efficiency, we found it and we implemented it right away. So we had a lot of pivoting that occurred last year. Okay, we have to pivot and try something new, but everyone seemed to exercise really great resilience and adaptation through 2021 because we had to do it a lot.
Market's really strong. It's been a seller's market. It's been a landlord's market. So a lot of our clients, my clients, who are long-term clients, maybe they're thinking about selling for one reason or another.
It's an opportunity to build new relationships. It's an opportunity to expand our market share and provide opportunity for people within TOK. And so I think the growth of Boise has been great for TOK. We've got 30 years of history and we're continuing to improve our market share, and so I think it's been a huge benefit for us.
It's really become a consultative business, looking not only at a tenant and a business owner's success in their own business, how does that translate into success in commercial real estate?
I have talked about a return to fundamentals. Our market, our world is very, very noisy with everything going on.
By reverting to fundamentals, I'm referring to relationships, and everyone talks about relationships, but truly meeting with people, spending time with them, my network of capabilities, people I work with, thinking outside of just these four walls.
The industrial went 0 to 60, and it's never stopped since. It's pretty crazy in that regard. It's been coming, but still, as I sit here, to get your arms around a vacancy of less than 1%.
There's definitely more liquidity and equity chasing very few deals, more than I've ever seen in my career, for sure.
And then it was really weird. I remember I think it was the spring of 2020, all of a sudden my phone is ringing, and I have these giant companies that we've always tried to get here say, hey, tell me about Boise. I hear we need to be in Boise. And then all of a sudden you got a lot of money who are chasing returns, and they all want to be in Boise at the same time.
The biggest surprise is frankly 11th and Idaho, and the rate at which that just leafed up. I remember signing the topping off ceremony like mid-March 2020. World shuts down as we continue to build the property, and everybody's wondering if office will even exist. As I said, the resiliency of the marketplace. We had a lot of companies start to turn their eyes to Boise, and we were able to really be in a good position to capture a lot of that business.
Now is so incredibly hot that the landlord, tenant, buyer, seller expectations are also extremely high. So I think work requires another layer of patience and a lot more diligence. I think that we were all amazed at how quickly we rebounded. We were the first to get hit, and we were also the first to rebound.
Just have a tremendous demand for investment property, limited supply, and so when I talked about relationships previously, that really comes in handy because it allows us to produce outcomes that everybody's looking for.
I think what we found in 2021 is we really have to dig into properties and try to understand, especially if we're representing the buyers and the tenants, what's the opportunity here.
Geographically, we have expanded further into North Idaho, managing properties up north. We're managing properties in Twin Falls and the Magic Valley now. We've expanded our management portfolio in eastern Idaho to the point that we have managers based in Idaho Falls. We have a manager based in Twin Falls. So we really have Idaho more covered than ever before. We've also reconfigured our property management department to offer more leadership opportunities to our more senior managers, and it's expanded the team that we have.
I love that I have an assistant that just takes care of stuff. She is amazing with customer service. Having my maintenance guys, they are the face of TOK with the tenants. Like Katie's like the email and the voice, the guys are the face. They look after our tenants, the tenants adore them. As a team, they're fabulous. Like I couldn't do it without them.
Coordination with TOK property managers is huge. It lowers the cost of doing business. It improves the time to which we can move through a transaction. It gives everybody more confidence in the information that we're getting. And frankly, it gives the seller a better exit price. Because the property's been well maintained, it's been well managed, there's no I gotchas along the way, and so everybody goes in with eyes wide open.
In the first 2 months of me being an associate property manager, we started managing, we took the 2 over and then we did 3 more. So we started managing 5 new buildings, like right off the bat. And now we're getting a 6th as well. So it's very exciting. It's just a lot of growth, a lot happening in a short period of time.
When we're looking for the kind of people that we want to hire at TOK, we want people who are growth minded. We want to grow them professionally, we want to see them grow personally, and we want to provide them every opportunity to do so. And that growth will look different for different people, even sometimes in the same position. We want to really meet people where they're at and find ways to play to their strengths.
While obviously we look for talent and make sure we're trying to hire the right people. TOK is not growing just for the sake of growth. Boise grew by 3% in 2020 and another 2% in 2021. The national average for growth was 0.58%, so we're 3.5 times. The Treasure Valley in Idaho is growing 3.5 times the national average. So there's more people here, and TOK's mission is to serve people.
Corporate accountant Nick just started, and we're still deep in training, but he's picking it up, and Wesley has quickly cemented himself as a valuable player with a lot of chemistry in the department.
With hiring Diana Zarek, that really helped our team to be able to rise to the challenge of 962 transactions. Coralie Maddox, same day as Diana, she came on board and really helped Taylor and I right away just be able to track this very quickly changing market all across Idaho. It gave us the bandwidth that we needed.
Eric McNary came from San Diego, an experienced industrial real estate broker. Eric brought the talent, and now he's off and running. Also Adam Bledsoe from Bend, Oregon was relocating to the Treasure Valley. Both of those guys were coming for quality of life, and they relocated. They were experienced brokers in their own markets, so we were excited to bring them on board.
When we're looking for the kind of people that we want to hire at TOK, we want people who are growth-minded, who are going to come in and not necessarily stay who they are and where they are. We want to grow them professionally, we want to see them grow personally, and we want to provide them every opportunity to do so. And that growth will look different for different people, even sometimes in the same position. We want to really meet people where they're at and find ways to play to their strengths.
Just being able to support our community and giving back. I love being a part of a company that does that.
Fortunately, TOK really does their part with assisting those organizations, and they do it on a very meaningful and genuine level. I think that it's important for us to give back.
I think it shows who we really are, right? I think people like doing business with people that are genuine. The inside matches the outside.
Culture of course, is second to none.
Teamwork.
Adaptable and fun.
Family. When you guys did that bell ringing for LG, oh, I just bawled. I like had to unvideo myself. I just tear up even thinking about it now. But yeah, I would absolutely say family.
Energetic and welcoming.
Fun and flexible.
Caring, but also high achieving.
I picked 2 words: driven and compassionate.
The results are surprising. Been here 19 years. That's what makes it fun. It's a great place to be.
More growth, learning more, expanding my knowledge, meeting more people.
Implementing all these systems that we had to put into place. And I'm looking forward to just kind of running with that in 2022.
Be out in the market and really just try to make a great impact with the TOK name.
Tenants are more proactive. I think we're well positioned based on those relationships. We'll see what 2022 holds.
No more masks.
I see the market continuing strong. I see the TOK team thriving again in 2022.
I think it's going to be another wild ride, and I'm excited to see what the market has in store for us.
Potential growth. I'm really excited about it. It's just to see where it goes.
Getting after it. Mic drop. Bam!
The growth that is inherent with TOK, it's going to continue in 2022 as well. And I don't know where it's going to come from, but I know we'll rise to it.